Hi, Scott Allen here with a quick tip about developing melodic motifs while improvising. I think the key to the whole thing is really trying to use your ear and not using your fingers. You're not going to sit and think about prefabricated patterns or shapes that you play. The idea is to sort of put a track on, sing the melody that you heard in your head, and then go find those notes. This is a form of ear training that you want to kind of do. So you can kind of think of the scales or the arpeggios or any of the tools you might use as sort of background information. So if, for instance, if I was playing in the key of A minor, I would think, okay, got my pentatonics. Okay, those guys are kind of there, and I got my diatonic scales. Those guys are just going to be all kind of the framework that I stay within, but the biggest thing driving it's going to be my ear. So what you do is you put on a track, you sort of let it play, hum a melody or sing a melody, and then go find those notes. So let me give you a quick example using the backing track. So the track's going to go and you start singing. So right here, maybe something like this. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. That might be your motif. Da, 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 da. And then you go find those notes. Ba, 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 da, da. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba. Ba, 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 da, bum, ba. Ba, da, bum, ba, da. So that's sort of the idea of it. You sort of hear the note in your head, and you just go find where those notes are within those scales and those tools that you would use to improvise over that key. So all it is about taking the middleman of finger shapes and patterns and scale sequencing and licks out of the equation, and just really playing with your ear only, and just trying to only find the notes that your ear is hearing. That's really the key to the whole thing. Now, that's not to say there's not a place for licks and sequences. Those things you want to definitely play in around it, but the sort of melody part of this you want to have coming from your ear. So let me give you a quick demonstration of that, and I'm going to just jam over this track and try and utilize those ideas. I'm not going to hum the melodies I'm playing, but I want you to be aware that that's sort of in the back of my head. So here we go. Okay, so what you're basically doing is doing motif, and then using things like sequencing ideas and licks to sort of surround that with a little bit more exciting ideas before you get to the next group of melodic motifs. So everything is kind of built off the framework of the melodicism, and it's not really being driven by the licks so much. So that's kind of the approach you want to take to it. So biggest takeaway from this lesson, hopefully, is that you want to use your ear. Try and hear the notes, go after those notes, and don't let the patterns and the shapes dictate to you so much. So that's the key to that. Good luck.